नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, two-way video conference, Toronto Adinam, Kola, Ohio Adinam, Seattle Adinam, Nityanandeshwara Samarambha Nityanandeshwari Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedar, Kotari, visitors, viewers, sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, Toronto Adinam, Kuala Lumpur Adinam, Vancouver Adinam, Phoenix Adinam, Melbourne Adinam, Vancouver, Canada, Ohio Adinam, Seattle Adinam, Guadalupe Adinam, Oklahoma Adinam, San Jose Adinam, Phoenix Adinam, China, Montclair, Singapore 2, Warrington, UK, Doncaster, UK, Hyderabad Adinam, Dubai Adinam, Bangalore North, London Southwest, Kanyakumari, Los Angeles, Sherman Oaks, Vancouver, Manhattan, New York, Houston Adinam, Biddi Nityananda Nagaram, Singapore Adinam, and some more cities are joining. Oman Adinam, Phoenix, Arizona, more and more are joining. Dubai Adinam. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Death, the subject matter of Kathopanishad. I feel still I have not yet explained that one concept which I started explaining from day before yesterday. So I'll continue to expand on that little more detailed way so that it can be absorbed as an experience for all of you. Listen. Please listen with all your attention. The constant happening of life can be perceived as a constant rebirth or a constant death. If you perceive it as a constant rebirth, you will experience the beauty of life. If you perceive, listen, if you perceive life as a constant rebirth or constant death, both the ways, whatever way you may be perceiving, life is not going to change. Please understand. Reality does not wait for your acceptance. I think I need to give more examples, then you can grasp what I am saying. You can catch what I am saying. Whatever need to be taken away from you, when that is taken away, your hue and cry, non-acceptance, screaming, shouting, cursing, all that will neither stop nor reduce the speed of those things being taken away from you. Same way, whatever need to be showered on you, your blessing, your praising, all those things will not multiply the things which is going to be showered on you. Please listen. Praising God or life or Guru is not to please them but to keep you in a pleasant space. Understand? Be very clear. Praising God or Guru or life is not to please them but for you to be pleasant. Never ever think you can bribe Mahadeva. No. If you are in the mood of praising them, you will be in the pleasant space. That is the result, that is the fruit of praising gods, goddesses, doing Sahasranama, doing Archana, Vandana, Bhajana, Pujana, Seva, worshipping, chanting, serving, praising. All that is for you to be kept in the space of pleasantness. Braving Mahadeva is not possible. Listen, no braving is going to work. You can't bribe him. You can't bribe him. I want every one of you to do this homework today. Sitting with yourself and seeing what all the aspects of your life you feel you are having rebirths. What all the aspects of your life you are feeling you are dying. Health. Just see and pen down. Do I feel I am reborn constantly or I am dying constantly? After every day, am I feeling I am reborn or am I feeling I am dying? In my relationship with my mother, am I getting reborn every day or am I dying every day? Relationship with my father, am I getting reborn every day or am I dying every day? Relationship with my spouse, am I getting reborn every day or am I dying every day? Please understand, just this simple awareness shift. If you just bring the awareness, the way I am able to move my back, my body movements, am I getting reborn every day in that or am I dying every day? The way I am able to handle the shocks of life, even if it is a small tremor, am I making that as an earthquake? Or even if it is an earthquake, am I just standing like Pashupatinath? Understand? I want you to know. Such huge tsunami, not a single temple got washed away. In India, that big tsunami, it is shocking because Tiruchendur, Kanyakumari, in all those places, every day wave touches the temple compound. Suddenly, in those areas, ocean is withdrawn. Not a single temple got destroyed. And such a huge Himalayan tsunami, Kedarnath is standing. He is just standing. Much stronger, modern, recent day RCC buildings disappeared. Kedarnath is standing. Nepal, not even one crack. Pashupatinath, so many other things collapsed. Pashupatinath is standing. I tell you, our Hindu temples are designed in tune with all the Panchabhutas. So Panchabhutas don't destroy Hindu temples. The sixth Buddha, stupidity of human beings, that only destroys Hindu temples. Even that is not able to destroy South Indian temples. See this Kailashnath temple in central India, Aurangzeb has deployed a huge army. After working on it for almost 2 years, they were only able to damage it. They are not able to destroy it. 2 years, around 10,000 people were breaking. Finally, they got tired and went away. They were not able to demolish it. They were only able to damage it. Anyhow, listen. In every aspect of your life, are you dying day by day? When the life is happening, are you feeling you are dying, or are you feeling you are being reborn? Actually, this simple awareness shift, naturally you will want to be reborn. So you will catch where all you are unaware and dying. Where all you are unaware and dying. And you will see automatically you plan for constantly being reborn. Please understand, this planning to be reborn will make you reinvent yourself. This ability to reinvent yourself in every aspect of life, the ability to reinvent yourself, I can say final prasada, result, gift, the essence of this Kathopanishad is awakening your ability to reborn and reinvent yourself. That's all. Please understand. Yamadharma is talking about death, revealing at least 20 sacred secrets about life and death. But final essence, the final result, the last word of Yamadharma from the Kathopanishad is awaken your ability to reinvent yourself. Awaken your ability to reinvent yourself. Life itself whether you want your health, You want wealth, you want joy, you want bliss, you want contentment, you want completion, you want relationships, you want enlightenment. Life itself, it is just the science of reinventing yourself. If you know how to reinvent yourself in the same body, you will know how to reinvent yourself when you leave the body also. Ability to reinvent yourself even when you leave the body is conscious birth. Ability to reinvent yourself while you are in the body is enlightenment. Listen. Constantly reinvent yourself. For the reinvention, the first thing you need to do, you should be capable of dropping the past as past. Past has no meaning to you other than making you understand it has no meaning to you. Understand? Past has no meaning to you other than making you understand it has no meaning to you. I tell you, the only lesson you need to learn from past is don't be affected by it. And with all my responsibility, I am telling you, there is nothing good you need to learn from past. You go on justifying yourself, making you believe, no, from the past mistakes I will learn. No one learned. Relax. No one learned. Relax. It's a stupid illusion, delusion. In the name of, I will learn from past mistake, you want to go on be brooding about it? No one learnt it. Relax. No one built Taj Mahal for love. Even Shah Jahan did not build for love. It is stupid theory being invented. The amount of lies told about Indian history to us, oh God. The amount of lies. If you carbon date the door of Taj Mahal, suddenly it says 1,000-year-old. And these fellows go on pushing us to believe that Taj Mahal is built by Shah Jahan. Is there no limit for stupidity? And there are tons and tons of evidences. It was Shiva temple. When some researcher, scientist, archaeologist try to reveal this, he is silenced brutally. Anyhow, let us come back to Kathopanishads. Listen, ability to reinvent yourself. Ability to reinvent yourself. I think I need to expand on this. Only then I'll feel complete that I've introduced the subject matter of Kathopanishad. Past has no power over you. Past has no place in your life. Do not have the desire to learn from past. Do not think something good can come out of brooding over your past. Don't dream from past your future can grow. No. Completely discarding your past can create lot more space and possibility in you than trying to pick up the lessons from the past. It's like in villages. They will grow hen, chicken in the house. They will run around and be constantly playing on the dustbin, or where they put all the dirt in that corner. It will try to pick up some worms and everything. Just like that hen or chicken, don't play with your past. It is dustbin. How much ever, whatever you may want to pick up from the dustbin, the final result will be dump me and go and live your life. That is what past can give. The ultimate lesson your past can give to you is leave me and go and live. Leave me and go and live. Ability to discard past. When you drop the past, life becomes a possibility. Greatest possibility. Whenever I read the great saints, sages' life, Valmiki, Arunagirinatha Swami, not Arunagiri Yogeshwara, Arunagirinatha, a saint lived in my native place, Thiruvannamalai. He was born and brought up in Thiruvannamalai. Ramadasa, Kanagadasa, Purandaradasa, Vittaladasa, the Dasa Sampradaya Bhaktas. Whenever I read their histories, stories, one of the most important point strikes me is their ability to reinvent themselves, and the moment they decided to reinvent themselves only is claimed as their enlightenment moment. Please understand, the moment when they decided and declared they will reinvent themselves, that moment only is considered as their enlightenment moment. That moment only is attributed as the moment when God gave darshan to them, when they are awakened, or the moment of spiritual enlightenment and experience, whatever. It is just the moment they decide to reinvent themselves. Please understand. Decision to reinvent yourself. Decision to reinvent yourself is the essence of Kathopanishad. Brahmaswarupa is messaging me. When you leave the past, your life becomes fast. Relax. You don't need to supply quotes from me, and this quote is wrong. When you leave the past, your life becomes feast. Not fast. Life becoming fast means restless. When you leave your past, life becomes feast. Not just fast. Good. I have not become that poor where Brahmaswarupa can give me quotations. I already wrote the poem as I committed with you all yesterday. See, it has come out in the style, that my spontaneous style, how I sang a few days before in satsang about the love of Mahadeva, love current of Mahadeva. I am just sitting and referring because I wanted to make this as a traditional poetry, not the modern poetry. In Tamil there's two sections, Marabu Kavidai, Pudu Kavidai. The two sections are there. The traditional poetry and modern poetry. In traditional poetry there are grammars for the poetry. My spontaneous expression, I do not know how much it has aligned to the grammar, so I'll take few days to align them to the grammar, because I used to, in 1995, 96, in those period, I used to write this traditional poetry without missing the grammar, without missing the traditional Tamil grammar. Tamil grammar is something far, far deeper, complicated than Sanskrit grammar. Please understand, I am not disrespecting Sanskrit, because I have knowledge about both languages. I tell you, the grammar, Tamil grammar is very complicated, because the language was being used as a spoken language till now. Sanskrit is no more a spoken language. I think even in those days, it was not a communication language. It was only a language used for elite, for writing. But Tamil remained as a communication language from the time of origin. So I am aligning it to the grammar, then I'll bring it and sing. Reinventing yourself. Please understand, the first step is dropping the load of the past. The second step, having courage to keep your possibility alive in the face of any impossibility perceived by you because of your SDHD. Listen. Keeping your possibility alive in the face of any impossibilities perceived by your SDHD. You may be wondering, why is Swamiji giving such long gaps in today's satsang? Because I wake up many people by giving the gap. It almost becomes lullaby for people if I am talking in my own tone and tune regularly. So sometime once in a while, I just change the tone and tune, so people wake up, something is not right. No, what happened? What happened? What happened? Is satsang over and everybody... As people left, Kalpadar Darshan over. Kalpadar Darshan over. Hey, you are on the train back to Bangalore. Get up, next station, Bangalore. So, just to give a wake-up call. It is my subtle way of giving wake-up call, because directly giving wake-up call not only disrespects them, it disrespects me also, because I am talking in such a way that they are able to sleep. So I have to save my face and I have to wake them up. So only during those moments, I use this technique of giving long gap. It is not sound. Many times even unusual, weird silence also wakes up people. Understand? Most of the time you can see while you are sleeping in the night, if the AC machine gets switched off by the electricity disconnection or power goes and AC stops, it is not that immediately room became hot, you wake up. The moment the sound disappears, you wake up. How many of you experience this? The unusual silence also wakes up people. That is what I was trying to do. It's not just Niramaya, it's few more people also. No, I didn't want to tell just one name. See, I think the space of Anandavana, people are in Ananda. Ability to reinvent yourself. It is not necessary you need to live with the same current of thoughts or patterns. Please understand. It is not necessary you need to live with the same current of thoughts or patterns throughout your life because you created it once accidentally. They won't mistake you. Send them out. You think, oh, they are our guest. After all, they lived with me such a long time. How can I send them out? No. Not necessary. Whether you want to get rid of a simple addiction like smoking, or one of the most subtle addictions, the innate violence. Please understand. Yesterday in the last session, the night, I was explaining about innate violence. Because you missed the oneness, you have a deep anger and hatred towards unknown persons. It's like a FIR filed on unknown persons. Not just on one person or two person. Anybody who is seen and unseen by me. And you go on suffering with that innate anger, hatred, frustration. One good news I have for all of you. Patterns are matter. You can conquer them. They are not more powerful than you. Please understand. They are not more powerful than you. See, somebody who is interested only in money, for him, this silver stick, this may be more valuable than me. He will feel if I take this away, it will be more useful. If he takes me, what to do? He has to give food and very difficult to maintain. If he takes me, what can he do? Nothing can be done. No use. If he takes this, it will be useful for him at least. For a person who is interested in money, for him, this may look more valuable than me, but in reality, this is not more valuable than me. Understand? Look into your life in every place. Look into your life in every place. where stupidity, the matter, is being given so much of importance over the consciousness you see inside. Actually, I tell you, your whole problem in the life is nothing more than a simple early morning laziness in the bed. Listen. See, early morning. In the bed, you are already awake, but you are feeling, oh, why not 10 more minutes? I know what is there. But if it is really, there is a flight, you won't miss. If there is a compulsion, you will not entertain that laziness. You will just jump out. The laziness is just, there is no compulsion, it's okay. All your suffering and ignorance and SDHD, self-doubt, hatred, denial, all that is only because you think you have a freedom. Please listen. You have a free space to play. Something in your life makes you feel the urge is urgent. No, you can't play this game anymore. A disease or an accident or a breaking up of a relationship or something. Very strong root shock. You just wake up and decide to reinvent yourself. Most of you would have decided to reinvent yourself only when you have been slapped with a root shock by life. How many of you, please raise your hand? It's true. Root shock does not give you time to think. You have to decide to reinvent yourself. All the problems in your life is just cherishing that early morning laziness in the bed. That same attitude in everything in the life. I have to stop drinking. Okay, what is there now? Today this one glass, am I going to die or what? Alcohol is such, after one glass goes inside, you will forget that you thought what this one glass is going to do. Because after that goes inside, that starts drinking. Only the first glass you drink. Second glass, the first glass is drinking. And you are no more in control. You are no more in control. Only yesterday I discovered, first few verses, when I was compiling only, it was taking few minutes, organizing words and all that. After 3-4 verses, suddenly I got the courage, come on, let me write Andadi. Andadi means 100 verse. I suddenly decided that let me write 100 verse, Andadi. And it did not have any big plan. And maybe when I present it to you guys, I will be presenting 100 verse. Listen. Alcohol and poetry is one and the same. See, alcohol does damage to you, poetry does healing to you. That's all. Both the result is different, but the way it flows. If you take the first glass, second glass you will not be drinking, the first glass will be drinking. If you write the first poetry, second poetry, you don't have to sing. The first poetry will sing the second poetry. That is Andadi. The first poetry will sing the second poetry. First poem will write the second poem. That is Andadi. Listen. The simple laziness which you cherish, thinking things are not that urgent, that needs to be broken for reinventing yourself. It is urgent. The moment you are born, looking into death is urgent. Because any moment it can happen. Good news is, your consciousness is more powerful than any patterns or the matter. The great news I have is, you just need to feel the urge into urgent. That's all. You need to feel the urge into urgent. Don't say, I need to stop smoking, but I smoked 10 years. Will this one cigarette kill me or what? The other day I was reading a quotation in Facebook. It says, B.K. Iyengar did yoga throughout his life. He died in 93. Kushwant Singh drank whiskey throughout his life and he died in 96. So the moral of the story is, whiskey gives you 3-year edge over the life. What a stupid theory people develop. No, the stupidity is, when you are drunk, all this looks real. A man who regularly drinks really believes this. Kushwant Singh, if he was not drinking whiskey every day, he might have lived even 200 years. Who knows? The BK's family genetics, he might have died in 40 because of yoga. He lived till 93. Who knows? Look into that. People think, I have to give up smoking, but I smoked for 10 years. Will this one cigarette kill me today or what? Come on, it's okay. I have to stop smoking and continuing smoking. Because the urge to reinvent has not become urgent. It is as simple as smoking to as deepest pattern as innate violence. Even with the innate violence, I should not be shouting like this to my mother-in-law. I should become more humble, respectful to her. Thinking this, but the moment she passes in front of you, and after finishing, suddenly again you will remember, I thought I should speak little patiently with her. Please understand, all conscious human beings has urge to reinvent themselves. That's the good news. Only thing, it should become urgent. That's all. It should become urgent. I am not at all denying the existence of the urge, but the urge is supposed to become urgent. Reinvent yourself again and again and again. That is the essence of Kathopanishad. I tell you, in Indian tradition, anyone who wants to be an enlightened being is asked to do Parivrajaka Yatra, means changing the place every 3 days and travel. Why, you know? Because when you go to new places, your ability to reinvent yourself will start flowering. I feel whether you want to be a grihastha or sannyasi, in the young age, during the period of brahmacharya, you should spend little time in Parivrajaka Yatra and reinvent yourself. I am already planning. After they cross 18, I am going to send my Gurukul kids for Parivrajaka Yatra. Because that is one of the important training they can't afford to miss. I'm just waiting for them to cross 18. I think most of them, by the time they cross 18, they will be already a Pitadipati of some Pita. Because that is the way I am creating Pitas everywhere. Even if they are Pitadipatis of a Pita, they should do Parivrajaka Yatra after they cross 18. Because there you get the chance and possibility to reinvent yourself with a new group of people. Jnanatma has got a historic reference. Because Iyengar's father died when he was only 9 years old. His childhood was further marked with a variety of serious illnesses, including malaria, tuberculosis, together with malnutrition. He was actually on the way to die very early. From his history, biography, Jnanatma gave the reference. So be very clear. Don't believe this Kushwant Singh theory. From Iyengar Yoga website, we got his biographical reference. He living up to 93 equals to living up to 200 years. All right, listen. How many times I may repeat, the essence is ability to reinvent yourself. That's all. That's all. So, with this, I'll continue to expand on Kathopanishad in further satsangs. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.
Nithyanandeshwara Sadashiva Samarambam Nithyanandeshwari Adishakti Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Shri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedar Kotaris, visitors, viewers. Everyone sitting with us all over the world, Nitya Satsangis, Sarvajnapeetha Yajamans. Everyone sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV and two-way video conferencing. I welcome every one of you with my love and respects. I'll give the essence of what I am conveying in last few satsangs. First thing, anything you fill in your logic becomes your imagination. Whether oneness or any decision you take, anything you fill your logic, it becomes your imagination. Anything you fill your breath, your heart, it becomes your visualization. Anything you fill your depth, that becomes your declaration. Then comes time, length, breadth, depth, time. Only anything becomes part of your space can be ever yours. Till something has not become part of your space, it cannot be yours. It is only your imagination, visualization, declaration. Length, breadth, depth. Listen. I made a statement, ferociousness breaks the time layer, removes tiredness, depression, boredom associated to length, breadth, depth, and makes anything as your space. The example story I gave, Bhishma. Understand? Two incidents I gave. In my life, one day I missed the morning Mangalarati in Ramakrishna Mutt. Mutt has a beautiful routine. Early morning, during the summer it is 4 o'clock and during the winter it is 4:30. The morning Mangalarati, everyone has to come and sit and do the spiritual routine. One day I missed the morning Mangalarati because I overslept. I did not do the cute analysis. Oh, what is the pattern? What must be the reason I overslept? I did not do all that cute diagnosis analysis. It was a ferocious decision. I think we should stop sleeping, that's all. The ferociousness with which I decided to stop sleeping. Only next 3-4 days I did not sleep. But the ferociousness was powerful enough to open my time layer. My decision to be in Mangalarati moved from length, imagination, breadth, visualization, depth, declaration to the space. Time opened up. And after that, not only I never missed Mangalarati, never sleep was a voting component of my life. Understand this word. Sleep last voting right in my life's any decision. Any decision I took in my life, sleep, tiredness, depression, boredom. All the four are, see, tiredness is the chemical effect of sleep. Depression is the psychological effect of sleep. Boredom is emotional effect of sleep. Coma is physiological, psychological, emotional effect of sleep. Death is the conscious effect of sleep. After the day, no decision could be influenced. Understand? After that, no decision in my life was influenced by sleep. The story of Bhishma. He goes to the woman. Santanu has fallen in love. Actually, he is going to pick up a girl for his father. That itself was not usual in Vedic tradition. And she expresses the fear that my son will not be a king. So I don't want to marry your father because you will be the king. Even if you don't become, your son will fight for the throne. See the ferociousness with which he handles the problem. He is not saying, don't worry, I will not fight, I will make sure my son does not fight. No! The ferociousness. I declare myself Akanda Brahmachari. Understand, the scene is described by Vyasa. It was such fantastic scene. Son sacrificing his life for father's lust, which is not dharmically expected. Dharmically, he is not expected to do this. He just deals the whole problem with ferociousness and says, not only I will be a servant forever to the Hastinapur throne, he declares himself as a servant of the Hastinapur throne forever, and he died for Hastinapur throne till the end. Understand? He dropped his body to protect Hastinapur throne. The last act he did, giving all the spiritual and dharmic strength he had to Dharmaraja, now who is Hastinapur throne head. Before he left the body, he made sure the right person is in the Hastinapur throne, Yudhishthira. And he infuses all his best things, Vishnu Sahasranama, and the system to rule. Both he gives to Yudhishthira. I don't know how many of you know, Vishnu Sahasranama was chanted by Bhishma on deathbed. On arrow bed, he chanted, and he gifted the great spiritual principles, the principles of administrating a country through a spiritual way, and gave literally everything to Hastinapur throne and left the body. Listen. See, in our Puranas, every incident and the boon and the whole story you need to connect and see. Only then you will understand the principles. He declares with all the ferociousness, no more sex. I am a brahmachari, Aganda brahmachari. Understand the ferociousness. Time opens. Listen. Whenever something happens on the planet Earth, when the time layer opens, the gods and goddesses shower the flowers. Any incident you read, Devatas were showering the flowers, that incident will be directly related to opening of the time. What is opening of the time? Your vow or the decision is from space, not restricted by time. Understand? Something is imagination, visualization, declaration, if it is bound by time. The same thing, if it is not bound by time, it becomes your space. It becomes your space. If you take the vow of integrity for 3 months, you will be constantly tired, bored, depressed, frustrated. Oh, this is binding. Anything which you think you will break will tire you, bore you, depress you, and force you to break it immediately. Why delay? Most of these people who take some vows for a few days and try to practice, they end up like that only. I know one fellow from Tiruvannamalai, he will go to Sabarimala every year. The day he finishes the darshan, the way he will rush to the lower camp and run to the liquor shop. Because almost for 20 to 30 days he did not touch the liquor. I used to think, then what he must be thinking in Sabarimala when he was going. Because the speed with which he will rush back. Anything is kanta, broken, brings tiredness, means within that time, it does not become part of you. It does not become your space. When Bhishma declares, everyone knows his power of integrity. And he says, I am Akanda Brahmachari. Over, everyone knows it is beyond death. Not even till death, beyond death. In Bengali there is a proverb. They always remind in Ramakrishna Math. A sannyasi can be declared pure only the direction, the way his ashes flow after his dead body is burnt. After you are dead and your body is put to the fire, the way it flows means even that ash should not flow in any wrong direction. It's a very symbolic proverb. Only the ash, the direction of the ash of the sannyasi's fire can prove his purity. Means that ability of akanda, that proves whether something has become your space or not. Understand? Now You put all these statements, the zigzag puzzle. Ferociousness opens time. That makes your imagination, visualization, declaration into your space. When Bhishma declared, I am Akanda Brahmachari, the power. It was so powerful. It was so powerful. Heaven showered. Heaven showered. Understand? Any situation, if you deal it with ferociousness, your declaration becomes space. Your declaration becomes space. Where the whole nature just supports you. What makes you powerlessness? Your own fear or incompletion or distrust on you. You may not stand with something which you are declaring forever, whether it is a sannyas or marriage or oneness or Shakti manifestation, whatever. Your own feeling, you may not stand with it, or you may not be capable of standing with it. That makes you powerless, and that makes things only as a imagination, visualization or declaration without letting it become space. Understand? If you declare from your space the oneness, now you will manifest all the powers of Sadashiva. Because the initiation is same. It's not that initiation is going to change. Initiation is same. That's not going to change. Antidote for not manifesting powers is ferociousness. You just need to add more ferociousness in your oneness declaration. Your inner space need to be told ferociously, oneness is going to be the space from which I am going to make all the decisions. All my decisions are going to be from oneness. All my decisions are going to be from the logic of oneness, visualization of oneness, depth of oneness. Understand? If you want to have a big breakthrough in power manifestation, I am giving you the knack technique. Ferociously deal with your powerlessness. Let ferociousness become the attitude with which you deal your powerlessness. As I told you, the moment I saw the hypocrisy of the society, my ferocious response to the society is my satya. When I saw the stupid sexology ideas and ignorance, stupidity, hypocrisy related to sex, my ferocious response to the society is my brahmacharya. When I saw this whole possession, ownership concept stupidity, it is all about might is right. Understand? Nobody is owner. Just a mighty fellow is owner. That's all. Don't think ownership and all is absolute. No. Might is right. That's all. Is the reality of ownership. Legality of ownership and reality of ownership is different. Understand? The whole hypocrisy of the ownership and possessiveness of the society, my ferocious response to it is aparigraha. And whole society's economy system, not that somebody cheats you for money, the very concept cheats you. Not that somebody cheats you for money, exploits you for money, the very concept of money cheats you. My response to that, ferocious response to that, is asteya. My ferocious response to the philosophy, highest practiced philosophy on the planet Earth is might is right. In a way, they try to make it as right is might. But actually might is right. My ferocious response to this hypocrisy of might is right is my ahimsa. Understand, your ferociousness makes your declaration as part of your space. Bring ferociousness into your declaration of oneness, you will manifest powers. There is no other cheating methodology or knack. Hypocrisy. God is not a snake, so you play some sound and mantra and he just dances for you. No. No, you always think he's like a snake, so you play some mantra and he will just stand up and dance for you. No. Bring ferociousness into your oneness declaration. Sadashiva will manifest through you. You will manifest all the powers. The moment I made you manifest one power, I have already initiated you. After that, only help I can do to you is help you to become more ferocious in your oneness. That's all. The moment one power has manifested already, borewell is drilled and we have reached the water source. After that, I have nothing to do other than fixing you the motor pump and making the water available to you constantly. Ferociousness is the motor pump. And the source is inexhaustible. Deal with your powerlessness ferociously. Declare your oneness ferociously. The moment you decide to declare your oneness ferociously, you manifest all the powers of Mahadeva, all the powers of Sadashiva. All the powers of Sadashiva. All your powerlessness, silly conversations, silly pleasures. That's the right word I'll use. Silly pleasures. all your silly thought currents, silly pleasures with ferociousness. Deal all your silly thought currents and silly pleasures with ferociousness. I tell you, especially the Adinavasis and Sangha members who are getting trained directly through Jira, understand this helps you in 10,000 ways. This Nava Avarana, Tantramsha means in Sanskrit software, 9-layer softwares with which I am training people to reflect their life. If you see, first of all, with all your integrity, record whatever you are doing and what is happening in the Jira. Within a week, you can see very clearly how shallow, silly your life is wasted and destroyed in unconsciousness. How stupid, how you are destroying your life. How your internal and external conversations are silly. Even if you think it is chilly, no, it is silly. If you document your whole day's thought current, how you spend time in tiredness, boredom, depression, inactive, and how much of time you spend active, intelligence, involved with the life, involving with the oneness, involving the power manifestation. If you see all that, then you will understand how unconscious your life is. It is like mirror, and how you can evolve you. How you can evolve you. Understand, thousands of times you would have failed. That does not mean you are a failure. If you don't start any new method, if you don't try any new method to be successful, then you are a failure. Your failures does not make you as a failure. Listen. Your failures does not make you as a failure. Your non-trying makes you as failure. Be integrated to this Navatantramsha and see how your life, thought current, everything is spent, wasted, destroyed. Your time is life. And how you can enter into ferociousness with oneness. Understand, if you just know how ignorant and unconscious you are, you will understand it is your powerlessness, your integrity to your powerlessness is the reason why you are not manifesting powers. Many people have already decided power manifestation is not for me. I will do the construction. I will do this work. I will do that work. No. I tell you, only with power manifestation, only by ferociously manifesting oneness, the purpose of your life will be fulfilled. Purpose of your existence will be fulfilled. Everything else is stupidity, waste of time, waste of energy, waste of life itself. Drop the silly conversations, silly pleasures, silly ways of pleasing yourself and pleasing others. No. Bring matured conversation within you and with others. Bring ferociousness to your oneness declaration. Oneness should be imagined, visualized, declared, ferociously digested in your space. Oneness should be imagined, visualized, declared, digested into your inner space ferociously. The way you declare oneness, even your atmosphere, the air which comes out of your body and mixes, that area is called your atmosphere, Vatavarana. Even your Vatavarana should know, yes, he means it. Kannagi declaring her chastity, even the Vatavarana was shivering, shaking. King dropped dead. Understand? King dropped dead. The ferociousness of oneness in me was more powerful than my bone marrow and bones. That is why even the fracture of the bones did not move me away from ferociousness and my ferocious oneness. Still we have video. I just got up and said, I think there is a fracture. Shall we give a medical attention to it? Multiple compound fracture. I am telling, I think there is a fracture. Shall we give a medical attention to it? As usual, how I leave the campus, when I go to somewhere, some program, I'll first go to temple, then go to Kalabhairava. I followed the same procedure. We have a video. I went to temple and took darshan and went to Kalabhairava, went to Ganesh, Subramanya, and then said, come on, let's go to hospital. Give the medical attention. Your ferocious declaration of oneness should be more powerful than your bone and bone marrows. The air which goes inside you and comes out should give witness to the air outside. Hey, this fellow is in oneness. Don't play games with him. The breath which goes inside you and comes out should give witness statement to the air outside. Hey, he is in oneness. I went and checked every corner. Don't play games with him. The prana which goes inside and comes out should give a witness statement to your Vatavarana about the ferociousness with which you are in oneness. Nothing else. It's all simple, ferocious declaration of oneness, the ferociousness added to your oneness makes you manifest powers. That's it. That's it. All you need is ferociousness. In your oneness declaration. That's it. Infuse more and more ferociousness into your oneness declaration. Let the time open up. Let the time not have influence over your oneness declaration. Let the time not bore you, tire you, depress you from the declaration or the existence of oneness. Let your ferociousness be more powerful than the time. If you know your whole life you are going to be brahmachari, brahmacharya will never be any problem. You just know it's a trend, that's all. If you know your whole life you are going to be integrated, integrity will never be a problem. If you know your whole life you are going to attend the morning satsang, coming to morning satsang will never be a problem. If you know your whole life you are going to be doing morning yoga will never be a problem. Because you think you can break it, you can, you don't, you may not, you jill not. That is where the whole problem starts. Then things stand as an imagination. You imagine going to morning yoga, building a heavy body, six-pack yogic body, and continue to remain with pot belly. Then all your ideas remain as imagination, visualization, or declaration, never becomes your space, power manifestation. Bring ferociousness. Let your inner space know time will not be able to change your principles. Time will not be able to change your principles. I tell you, anybody who is not power manifesting, you are stuck in the hypocrisy. Your declarations are not true. They are only in the level of imagination and visualization, not even to the level of declaration. You have plan B in your hand ready-made. There is no ferociousness in your oneness declaration. Oneness is imagination for you, not lifestyle. If you declare your oneness as a lifestyle, power will manifest now, because you will break the layer of time. Bring ferociousness in your declaration of oneness like Bhishma. Anybody brings ferociousness in the declaration of oneness is Seva Gana. Is Seva Gana. And I also strongly recommend and request you to become part of the Nithyananda Sangha, member of the Nithyananda Sangha. Last few days I am sitting in courtyard and trying to work out how I can use softwares and modern day gadgets to constantly raise you to the oneness and make you manifest powers. The Charya Pada for modern day is getting ready with Navatantramsha. Charya Pada means lifestyle component. Through lifestyle power manifestation. Mahadeva gives power manifestation through lifestyle. I am trying to bring that in a form of software, so understand, I am opening the doors of Kailasa. From wherever you are, you can remain as Kailasavasis. By connecting through this Adi Kailasa Tantramsha, I am evolving a new software called Adi Kailasa Tantramsha. Through connecting through this software, constantly you will be made to manifest the power of oneness. So from wherever you are, you can become part of the Adi Kailasa and start experiencing superconscious breakthrough and manifest powers. So today again, tonight I am continuing to sit in the courtyard to evolve the Adi Kailasa Tantramsha. Today with bonfire. Because now the energy of Amavasya started. We have, in next 2-3 days we have Amavasya. So during the few days of Amavasya and Purnima, if you sit with fire, that whole energy of the nature gets imbibed in your system. That's why the homas, yajnas, yahas during the Amavasya and Purnami. Anyhow, let the software be ready. It will reach you, help you, support you to manifest powers and experience Adi Kailasa. So with this, I sincerely request all of you to become part of the sign up, to be a member of Nithyananda Sangha. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living, Shuddhadvaita Saivam, Maha Sadashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम् कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे.
Let's enter into the next sutra. Focus on fire rising through your form from the toes up until the body burns to ashes, but not you. This is again one of my favorite technique, because one of my predecessor, Ramana Maharshi, became enlightened through this technique. Let me describe Ramana Maharshi's experience in his own words. Then you can understand this technique. He says, around the age of 16, suddenly one day, very strong feeling or the fear of death started happening in him. A 16-year-old boy, fear of death means, first thing what we would have done, hey, call doctor, we would have shouted 911, this, that, everything. Of course, fortunately in India, no 911. And nothing can be called. And he was not even bothered or perturbed. He did not even bother about calling or telling the family or even the relatives who were there in the same house. He was in Madurai at that time. Just he stretched his body straight and decided to go through the experience. He just lie down like a dead body and started seeing what is going on inside. Understand? A very courageous decision. Very courageous decision. He says beautifully, I saw very clearly I was dying. Step by step, slowly the body died. Suddenly I remembered, yes, only body is dead. I am alive. I exist still. I am there. And he says in the experience he saw very clearly as if his body being carried, burnt, reduced to ashes. Everything happened. In few chana, few seconds, everything happened. But suddenly he says something opened, clicked. Yes, body has disappeared. I died. It is burnt. Everything is over. But I exist. I exist. I am not dead. This was such a strong experience. Bhagavan says, once for all, the death fear left me. The fear of death has left me. And that experience, I exist, stayed forever. Once for all. Understand? In half an hour you can become enlightened. That is what Bhagavan is saying by expressing this. All it takes is half an hour. Logical mind, an ordinary mind, very difficult for the mind to understand. How can just one simple experience give so much of clarity and courage? An experience transform the whole life. He says within that experience, after that experience happened, within few days he left the house all alone and travelled and came and settled in Arunachala and never left the Arunachala after that. Maybe Ramana Maharshi should have practiced this technique for many janmas before that birth. Whatever he practiced, that experience only just automatically opened up. Opened up and pulled him inside and gave the truth. Let me repeat the sutra and we will try to understand. Focus on fire rising through your form from the toes up until the body burns to ashes, but not you. It's very... I can say practically all mystical traditions in the planet Earth use this technique, including Christianity and Sufism. Even in Christianity they use this technique. In many Catholic monasteries and nunneries they use this technique. I read the other day one of the esoteric Christian groups, spiritual groups, not the social group, but spiritual group, who are fully engaged in transforming them and enlightenment science. Spiritual group. They say that they are nuns. Every day they will lie down inside the coffin before sleeping for 2 hours. Of course, open coffin, not closed. They will lie down and meditate that they are dead. In Sufism, they dig a pit and lie down in that and meditate. Of course, in Vedanta, this is one of the, I can say that most used technique in Vedanta for enlightenment is this death meditation. Kathopanishad describes this technique wonderfully. Most used technique in Vedanta. Everybody before taking sannyas has to go through this technique. And in Buddhism, anybody who is initiated into sannyas, first thing he has to do is he has to go and sit in the graveyard for 3 months and see continuously dead bodies being burnt and visualize that he is also being burnt. If you have that much courage, it's good. You can go and sit in graveyard and see the dead bodies being burnt every day. Of course, unfortunately here in this country you can't see. It's all electrical. In India you can see it's a open burning. Natural process. They will arrange the wood and put the body and burn. I have seen, I myself personally had this experience in Varanasi. Let me describe this sutra, then I will add my personal experience. Focus on fire rising through your form from the toes up until the body burns to ashes, but not you. Mahadeva says, visualize the fire rising out of your body, slowly, step by step. Let your form be burnt. He is saying beautifully, let your form be burnt. Let your body turn into ashes, but not you. Let me describe exactly what happened with me when I had experience with this technique. I always used to think I should have the experience of death or face death directly, face to face. But somehow that thought never became a priority. See, any thought has to become priority. Only then experience can happen. If it is just in corner of one mind like a 100 and work, it should become priority in your laundry list. Not last. It should become priority. Usually time permits enlightenment also. Otherwise it is okay, but nothing much can be done. One small story. One guy goes